Did you know that we, as human beings with a human brain, have absolutely no say in whether or not we get programmed? Most of the times, this is by default, programmed by society, the media, our culture, parents and family, authority figures. But we absolutely do have a say when we have this awareness of how we get programmed and who or what we allow to program us. So, welcome to this 11th episode and more to come monthly in a series I'm calling Positive Programming for Cancer, where you will hear real life, true, inspirational stories of cancer patients that healed themselves, sometimes when the odds were completely stacked against them. What did they do? What is so special about them? In some cases, it's clear, in others, not so much. Either way, the more your brain hears these types of positive success stories, the more you will believe and come to know that it is possible for you too. That's just how it works. Hi. My name is Dr. Lisa Matejka, naturopathic physician, energy worker, and transformational life coach, and I help open-minded women with cancer heal themselves on a deeper level through my innovative programs and compassionate guidance without the confusion and overwhelm. Meet Dr. Jen Green, a naturopathic oncologist, actually. So she had spent her career guiding cancer patients on the informed use of naturopathic treatments and integrative treatments. Now, in 2024, she herself was diagnosed with head and neck cancer. She's a firm believer in integrative approaches, so she did decide to do chemo and radiation. But of course, she also employed naturopathic strategies and, namely, mind body medicine to support her. You can tell why I like this story. This story is actually going to be less about her entire journey and all the details of the cancer and more about the technique and the approach that really helped her. She really credits mindset with being a major player in her healing journey from head and neck cancer. So there were a few things that she employed besides the chemo radiation. Hypnosis, medical hypnosis was one of them. She would occasionally wake up in the middle of the night in a panic with a burning pain in her throat from swallowing saliva. And after a medical hypnosis session, during the medical hypnosis session, her doctor asked her to visualize her 3-year-old self going through this, getting burned on a candle, and how she would parent herself through it. So there was compassion, there was love, reassurance, comfort given to herself and her mind's eye. And ever since that, she never woke up in a panic again. She did wake up with burning pain in her throat, but she was able to comfort herself, get herself through it, and lead herself out of it. Other adaptive coping strategies she employed were gratitude. I've had a couple videos talk about the power of gratitude. Humor. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen my video on the power of laughter and humor, you got to see it. Creative things that tap into the unconscious mind, like poetry, art, guided imagery. The idea behind these things is it speaks to the unconscious mind and can tap into and enhance the healing power of the unconscious mind. Reframing, which is very powerful. It's all about the meaning that we give something. I'll talk a little bit more about that. Mindfulness, of course, mindfulness, very powerful. Self-compassion, self-love. Oh my gosh, I have multiple videos on the power of self-love too, and how so much healing can be unlocked with self-love. And what she calls both and thinking. So it's kind of like realizing something can be both things. The cancer journey can be both terrifying and also liberating, for example. So with reframing, specifically, she mentions things like envisioning radiation as a healing light, envisioning pain as like a healing fire, having a surgery be like, oh, not only is the tumor being removed, but That which I'm ready to release, that which no longer serves me, is being removed. Emotional wounds are also being removed along with this tissue. Chemo infusions, writing positive messages and words on the chemo bag and having that be infused into you. These are some examples of ways to reframe things that are happening. And then, of course, there's always reframing our perspective on things as well. She also emphasizes that this is not toxic positivity. This is not about being positive the whole time. It's actually about experiencing the all the different types of emotions, but having a place for them and trying on different mindsets, like trying on different hats. There's the warrior mindset that can help push you through treatments when you just want to give up. There's the stoic mindset that can help you find acceptance and surrender. There's the spiritual growth mindset that can help you find an empowering meaning in the cancer. There's the mindfulness mindset that can help you be present and aware of the feelings you're actually feeling, but also taking some moments of presence to find joy in other things at the same time. I thought this one was interesting. I'd never heard before. The emergency room doctor mindset, which is like a doctor mindset. Okay, problem solving, more logical, analytical. What are the things we need to do to have the best possible health outcome? She also emphasizes the importance of the therapeutic relationship, that is one's relationship with their healthcare providers. Hopefully, you end up choosing somebody, I'll just say it, like me, that actually cares, someone that truly, truly, truly cares about your journey and is here to support you and do the best they can to help and guide you through it with love and compassion. And even when it comes to your oncologists, people do have better outcomes when they have a better relationship with their oncologist. If you have an oncologist that makes you extremely fearful or nervous, that is probably not probably, that is not as good as having an oncologist that makes you feel safe and supported. It's similar to the research on social support networks. People that feel supported and safe fare better. She talks about what is a mindset, and a mindset is not just the thoughts that we think. They're deeply held beliefs and how we see and make sense of the world. They're interwoven with our identity. And unlike many aspects of cancer care, these things are changeable, which makes it very empowering. And she talks about post-traumatic growth, which is, what are we learning from the cancer? How is the cancer actually providing us with growth and learning? And so we're not returning to the same person we were before the cancer, but a whole new, evolved, transformed, better version of ourselves. And I quote, "There is no going back, and in many ways, I wouldn't want to." So these are things I mention and talk about all the time: the power of the mind, the power of the beliefs we hold, where our focus goes, all these sorts of things. And so if you would like a little more info, not of my opinions, but Kelly A. Turner's research on those who had spontaneous remissions from cancer, what they all had in common, click the link and get your free guide as to what are these 10 things that people who have spontaneous remissions from cancer have in common based on decades of research. Because if they can do it, you can do it too. Start here, start with the mind. Everything starts from within.